Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nellie Miles. I'm with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. GBI agents are continuing to conduct an independent investigation into an officer-involved shooting that happened here in Cherokee County. Earlier this morning, around 1 a.m., the GBI was requested by the Holly Springs Police Department. What we know so far is that just after 11 p.m. last night, on the 16th, Holly Springs police officers were conducting a traffic stop for speeding. That traffic stop was being conducted on Harmony Lake Drive and Hickory Road. At some point during the traffic stop, one suspect, which we identified earlier, dragged a Holly Springs police officer down Hickory Road. During that traffic stop, that officer was able to fire shots at the suspect. Aid was rendered to both the suspect and the officer. The suspect did die during the incident. And at this particular point, I'm going to turn it over to the Holly Springs Police Chief, Chief Kahili, to talk about his officer and his police department.
Thank you. Our officer, Joe Burson, a 25-year-old new police officer, has been on the road for approximately a year to a year and a half, maybe slightly longer. He was a model officer. If you had the ability to clone police officers, you would have wanted your officer to be Joe Burson. He has been an asset to this department. He will be greatly missed. And with that, if you have any questions, I will try to field them.
So at this point, do you feel that he was killed being dragged?
That is a possibility, a great possibility. The investigation's still going on. So it's a little premature. We believe that's what happened, but as time goes on, we hope to have more concrete evidence that can either confirm or deny your question. So,
Chief, what can you tell us about your officer? I understand he was a family man.
yes, like I said earlier, he was 25 years old. He was from Ball Ground, Georgia, and just a model officer. He had no children.
He was married?
He was married.
Chief, what can you tell us about his time on the police force? I was searching your department's Facebook page, and I saw he was previously with the department for a short time, but he'd been honored by the department for a previous traffic stop. Can you just tell me about his career with the department? It looked like it was taken off quickly.
Well, that's what I alluded to a minute ago. He was a model officer. If you look on our Facebook page, you will see where it was not uncommon for him to take time to spend with children. If anyone wanted to bring their child by the department, Joe was always available to let them sit in his car, ask him questions, turn on the blue lights, things of that nature. He was just a genuinely good individual.
I saw looks like he was married. Have you had a chance to talk with his family at all? Anything that you're able to share with them or that conversation?
I, along with the command staff, made contact with his wife last night. I have not spoken with his parents, but I did speak with his wife.
Chief, can you tell us a little bit more about what prompted the traffic stop and anything about the suspect?
I cannot get into anything about the suspect at this time. That is totally up to the GBI. His probable cause for the traffic stop was speed, and we're looking at that right now. So it was just a simple stop, and the bottom line is every bit of this could have been avoided.
Hey, Chief, is it safe to say this is arguably one of your worst days of your life right now? I mean, I can't imagine that phone call that you had with your officer's wife.
Oh, well, I didn't have a phone call with her. I was there in person. And yes, to answer the first part of your question, This is the worst day of any police chief's job. I have had to do this before in the past. This is no different. This is just as tragic as anything I've experienced before.
Can you give us some context, Chief, about to what extent there's been any history of this in your department? Was there one other fatality in your past?
Since I have been here, there have been no police fatalities.
And how long have you been Chief?
I've only been chief since May the 3rd. I was deputy chief before that. I came to this department in December of 2016 as the deputy chief. Before that, I had time with another police agency and the state of Georgia.
Was this Officer Burson's first law enforcement job, or did he come from another department?
This was his first job. We hired Officer Burson and put him through the academy. So he was not what we call a pre-service candidate. We saw that he got the training that he needed to become certified.
Chief, were there multiple officers part of the stop last night, or was it just Officer Burson who conducted the stop?
It was, well, that is part of the ongoing investigation. It was Officer Burson, a supervisor, a shift supervisor was there as well. But there were other officers in the area that was there within a matter of minutes or less. So there were a number of officers close by.
How quickly, I guess, did this event unfold from the traffic stop being initiated to things turning violent?
I'm sorry?
From the moment that the traffic stop was initiated, how much time passed before, I guess, the suspect started dragging the officer and the shots were fired?
That is part of the ongoing investigation. I have not seen that video footage yet, so I don't feel that I can answer that.
Just to confirm, there is video footage, and is that dash cam, body cam, both?
There were a number of officers on scene. Most all, if not all, had body cameras. It would depend on the time they arrived as to how much valuable footage there is. And yes, there was car camera footage as well.
Did Officer Burson have a camera on?
Yes, he did.
Also, there's been speculation that the car was stolen. Can you confirm?
At this point, we're not going to answer any more questions about the actual investigation. We are just hours in. If anyone has any more questions, we'll take one last question about the actual officer for the chief. If not, we'll end here.
Sir, there's a growing memorial on the front of the police station. If you want to just talk to the outpouring of neighbors, community members, residents that knew him, knew the department.
One thing that I have been amazed about in this city is the support that we get from the community. We have a foundation. It's called the Friends of Holly Springs Foundation. If anyone would like to make a donation to the family, it can be done so through the Friends of Holly Springs Foundation.
Chief, can you spell your name for us? Can you spell your name?
Keheley.
How do you pronounce that, Chief?
Keheley.
And your first name?
Tom.